Hey everyone, it's Clay Abear, the founder of crowdfundinghacks.com and the creator of Fund Your Dream. In the first video of this crowdfunding teardown, we looked at the title, the funding goal, and the project duration. In the second video, we reviewed the crowdfunding video itself. In the third video, we analyzed the rewards and pricing. And in this fourth and final video, we're going to look at the body of the campaign, the part directly below the video. And we'll discuss a couple small changes I would suggest to the team to increase conversion and funding. Even though they're rocking it, they're already over $10,000 in less than 48 hours. They're completely crushing their goal because they did so many things well. All right, here we go. So before we even get started, I want to make a quick note about the body section of any crowdfunding campaign. It is important, but it's not as important as many people think. Because the way that most people view crowdfunding projects is they come, maybe they glance at the title, they click play on the video while they're glancing at the funding goal, how much funding has been raised, the total number of backers, and how much time is left. Generally, people scan that information and click play on the video almost all at the same time. Then their eyes don't go down to the body section, they go over to the right to the pricing and rewards. More importantly than the story of you and your company, they want to know what is on offer and how much it costs. So the body section is important, but it's actually about the least important of the main components of any crowdfunding video. With that said, Next Keyboard did something very, very cool with their body that I'm excited to show you. So here it is about this project. It's time to love your keyboard. Great sentence that reinforces the title, the video, and the main point of this whole project, which is building a better iPhone keyboard. And then the bold section below the bullets that call out the actual features, we decided to build the perfect iPhone keyboard. So this is a great summary, one quick little section that reiterates it. Then the story, right there, it says the story behind Tiny Hearts and why they're doing this project at all is because they love their iPhones. So they made some other apps. This is a great reiteration of the social proof, the fact that they made other successful apps that were featured in an Apple commercial. And they knew they wanted to solve this iOS keyboard problem, so they interviewed the community at Reddit, Product Hunt, Designer News, and held meetups and actually reached out and talked to people and said, what are the frustrating pieces? So great section on story. And then this is amazing. This is probably one of the best executions of a body section of a crowdfunding campaign I've ever seen because they used animated GIFs or GIFs, depending on your preferred pronunciation. It's very much show and tell. They say exactly what the feature is, smart cursor, fast editing, but then with a really clever small animated GIF, they show exactly how it works. And they continue to do that for all the different features, one tap emoji, next word predictions, and so on. And they do it for all the relevant features where an animated GIF makes sense. They don't do it for the keyboard sounds or the security things, but those are features as well. So that's great. They show why they're there on Kickstarter. They said, obviously they have a beta. They're showing it off in the video and in the animated GIFs, but they're 75% of the way there, and they need Kickstarter for that last 25%, which is the right way to use crowdfunding. Not that you have this idea and you're going to do it from scratch, but that you've taken the ball 75 yards and you need help to get the last 25. That's the way to go. Meet the team. Now they go deeper on Tiny Hearts and who they are. They're a software studio based out of the heart of Toronto. You can see where their apps have been featured, which is a good reiteration from the video. And then they say we may be small, but we sure dream big. And they name the project team members. And what's cool is you get pictures. You get a peek inside their office. You can see exactly sort of where the design and development happens in their office. Whiteboards, you can tell that they're a real company. They're not two kids in a garage with an idea. And you can tell that they have a lot of fun. It's clearly a great shop, great office, but it's also, you can see the team they're working. It kind of brings you into the office, into the environment, and allows you to engage at a little more personal level with the team. So what happens after launch? They said, we'll never stop listening to your feedback and adding more features. And then they did something I recommend almost all crowdfunding campaigns do, which is create a reward level infographic. It doesn't need to be extremely well designed, but it's a great way to visually show what you get, what backers get for each reward level. So right here you can see for free, just for sharing it, you get those. For $1, you get the emoji wallpaper. For $5, you get the Next Keyboard, and so on and so on. Great way to visually represent the rewards as they go up in price. And at the bottom, the risks and challenges. This is a required section for all Kickstarter projects, and they give a really great answer because they've got the proof that they built apps in the past. So that's the basics of the body section. Couple things I would do differently. A couple small, tiny. These are tiny things, but suggestions that I think would help help conversion and raise conversion would increase funding the rest of the way. So right here where it says Meet the Team, the New York Times and Wired and the Next Web, the logos from where their apps have been before are pretty far down on the page. That it's this logo banner right here. I would move that up higher on the campaign. I usually recommend a logo banner being right here below the subtitle, below the video itself, pretty much the first thing you see. People see that because their eyes go to the rewards, and it's good to have their eyes cross over to that logo banner, especially when you have great logos like they do, like New York Times, Wired, and the Next Web, and TechCrunch, and Macworld, and logos like that. So that's great. The one other thing I would do is, so these guys were a staff pick. I went and looked, here's staff picks, and if you click Refine Search over here, and then show me all projects on Earth that are staff picked, sorted by, let's say, newest, and then if I scroll down, here they are. So they were a Kickstarter staff pick. Once you're a staff pick, you're always a staff pick. So you can use that on, you can use a little badge. Actually, this power light right here is doing it. There's a badge that looks like this that's Kickstarter staff pick. What they should do is just copy this and paste it on the tile that goes over their thing, and that way every time their project is shared, people will see that it's a Kickstarter staff pick, and that should help conversion as well. We did that with one other project, Gmail for Mac, and you can see what it looks like here on the video. You can see that it's a Kickstarter staff pick. So those are two small suggestions. And to wrap this up, I just wanted to show you they're doing a good job. They've only been live for 2 days, and they already have an update because they were just fully funded, and they're super excited. They had a fun video. You can see how much fun they have in their office with their logo and the tiny hearts. Huge thanks from the bottom of our hearts to every single one of you. So this is great. If you get funded in 48 hours, you definitely thank your backers like this. So that was perfect. And then you can also see in the comments, they're replying to every comment. You can see here's the guy who's $29 put them over the top, and then they thanked him for pushing them over the top. And then they're replying other people, you know, Zach, Micah. Sometimes they batch up the replies, say Emma, Jonathan, Shadow, Fabo, Michael, and they're replying to everyone who has a question, has a comment, which is exactly what you want to do, engage your backers like that. So these guys are running an absolutely wonderful crowdfunding campaign, which is why they are 100% funded in less than 2 days. Hopefully this video series was useful. If it was, please comment below. Let me know. I'm happy to do more of these. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of work. There were 4 separate videos. But if this is useful to you guys, I would be thrilled to do more of them. So let me know in the comments below. Thanks very much.